Going to show you a fun little way to play on the Sunny Meadows map that I don't think a lot of people still know about this. And you can play through this to kind of get a similar outcome to the Camp Woodwind trick. It also, I just like to do things that give you a little bit of different stuff to do. Now, I set my speed here at 100%. If you wanted to get a boost in the amount of money that you're going to get, you could go down to 50% speed. And if you have others that you're playing with, this it'll be even easier because they can help. The main thing is to try to get the equipment into the front door so that somebody can have access to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the objective stuff, and I'm actually going to grab a camera, and we'll be using that. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the front door. But yeah, I switched my speed to 100 just because otherwise it just takes so flippin' forever to kind of walk around inside. So it does lower it a little bit, but like I said, if you have some people to help you, it's not nearly as tedious because you can all kind of split up and do this. So we got stuff for our objectives. I am going to throw a smudge in there. I'm going to throw salt in there because we want to be able to rule out some of the easier ghosts. Now, what I've done is selected the monkey paw as the cursed object because we want to be able to use that to do something. Just trying to make sure I don't need to get anything else. I think that's going to be good. Okay, so I'll go ahead and grab another smudge, and I'll just grab 2 of these because why not? Let's light the way. All right, so our sanity's at 0%, so the ghost is probably going to hunt very early on. We're going to hope that the ghost is not in the entryway, because that would not be great. If you're really worried that the ghost is in the entryway, you could come in here with crucifix. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your equipment for the most part. You're going to take the motion sensor because that was one of our objectives. You're going to take, and you just want to place it in this room here to the left. You want to take one of your smudges, and the ghost is hunting, so I want to just listen to see how close the ghost is. Right now I don't hear it anywhere nearby, so sounds like right now we're still safe to kind of roam around this area a little bit. Obviously, if you need to hide right here. It's a good hiding place. Rarely will get killed there. You can sometimes, but it doesn't happen too often. So we're going to grab the parabolic mic because that is also something that we need. And we are going to just grab one of these. I'm going to put some salt here because this is where we're going to call the ghost to the room. And we are going to work on now trying to get the monkey paw. Just wanting to test that door to see if the ghost was hunting. Oh, and grab the camera. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and just leave the camera in here because I don't, although I could use it to, I want to grab this too. Okay. Although I could use it to take a picture of the monkey paw, I don't really need it for anything else right yet. So you want to throw it by that cabinet or armoire or whatever it is. I don't know why there's an armoire in a asylum, but and want to grab the monkey paw. Okay, so you'll take the monkey paw and then you go into that first left front office there. I'm going to leave the doors open because I'm going to first try to get this ghost to hunt, and it may be hunting now. It's hard to know because it's hard to tell where it actually is. Let's see here. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was going to open that to have it let me know where the ghost is, but anyway, you want to kind of put your head in the armoire. So it doesn't look like my head is, but if you were someone else looking at me, my head would be in the armoire right now. and you want to wish for safety. I wish for safety. Oh, maybe I'm not in there. Okay. Let me try again. I wish for safety. That's not actually. I wish for safety. Let me throw it down. It doesn't seem to be taken. I wish for safety. I wish for safety. I wish for safety. I wish for safety. I wish for knowledge. Okay, well, this isn't working. All right, let me start over and we'll try it again. Okay, we're starting over here. So, sorry about that. I don't know, the monkey paw just seemed to be glitching out kind of similarly to how the Ouija board will sometimes. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab similar items and once again throw them in there. I don't need the motion sensor this time for an objective, and I don't need the parabolic mic either. However, I am going to still throw it in there because if it happens to be a banshee, it could be useful. You know, like a Pulti-Pilot in here to be able to see kind of how it interacts with the equipment. I'm not doing that because I'm primarily just wanting to show you what you can do here. Okay, so I wish for safety. I wish for safety. Is my microphone working? I wish for safety. I wish to see the ghost. I wish for safety. I wish to see the ghost. Oh my god. Alright, so third time hopefully is a charm here. So I just went ahead and got stuff set up. I could not, the last two times I tried to do this, I could not actually get the monkey paw to actually just work in general. So hopefully this time it's going to work. So I already did hear the ghost hunt. I had to wait a second because it was running through this area, so I had to kind of just sit back for a second. Now, if you do hear it hunting, you can go here. Oh, it's hunting now. Sometimes you're okay here. And if nothing else in the asylum, a lot of times if you go into a room and close the door, you're okay. Now, what you want to do is try to put your head into, as I was saying before, if you bend over like this, you're usually putting your head into this cabinet here. I wish for safety. Okay, this time it worked. Now you want to be really careful here. So, because if you step out of bounds of this, you're no longer safe. So, and another thing you want to be careful of, I'm going to see if I can call the ghosts, is where you put your equipment. So, okay, so it's coming in here anyway. It's definitely not a yokai, I would say. It seems to be responding to where we are. So, it may be done hunting just in general right now. So I don't think that was by chance, though. I think it did actually hear us. So if you... I'm actually going to go ahead and see if I can call the ghost in here. I wish to see the ghost. Now the ghost should appear in here. I actually don't know where the ghost is. Where is it? So you see I have the camera right here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hello? Yeah, we want you to come in here. Okay. So, see, it cannot get you while you're in here. Now, the change in speed is interesting because it's at 150 speed, and it does seem as it came in here that it slowed down. I don't exactly know why that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a picture, and you can see your picture doesn't seem to work. It didn't count as a ghost pic, did it? Maybe I just that one definitely missed. Okay, not being very good at my ghost pics here. Not getting it. Maybe it's where it's at. It's not in a very ideal place. Okay, so as it tries to hunt the next time, I definitely want to hear it hunt, because the first time it seemed like at an average speed ghost, it did seem like it could be changing speeds. Now you see, I can see my breath now in here, and I'm not sure how cold. I couldn't always see my breath in here, so that's something new. Oh, that time I got the ghost pick. Anyway, so yeah, I wasn't doing very good at taking the ghost pick. So that I would say was inconclusive. I am going to let it hunt again. I don't really need that. But so when you're throwing stuff outside of this space, you want to be pretty careful, because it will it will sometimes launch it way far away, and then you're not able to hear it anymore, or grab it anymore. Sorry, I was hoping the ghost would hear me. So be a little careful, because once you go out of this perimeter, you're out of it for the rest of the hunt. So by that, oh, here it comes again. So I would say there's quite a few that we can rule out here. So once again, it's kind of coming to this back area. So it thinks that we are hiding back here behind this as if it is a hiding spot. It's not set up as a hiding spot, though. There's no, we set up so that we don't have any hiding spots right now. So I'm going to move over here so I can kind of see what it's doing. Before, I used to not really be able to see you. So I do not think it's, the changing of speed, it might have just been some clunky thing. Oh, it's assault. Duh. Okay. No wonder it changed speeds. Okay, so I think this ghost is a pretty average speed ghost. It's set at 150, so it does sound faster, I know, but am I carrying 2 lighters? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw one of those. And I want to see if I can grab that. There we go. And I'm going to throw it out there. Okay, see how far it launched? So that's something that you want to notice too. So from this, next time I'll try to smudge it. We know it's not a phantom. It might be. I gotta pay more attention. It might potentially be an Oni. So a couple things you could do that I didn't do here. We know it's not a yokai because it's definitely hearing me. Not a Raiju. It's not an Obake. Some that you're just not going to be able to tell. You're not going to be able to tell if it's a Jin, if it's a Goryo, because we're not wandering through the halls to see what it is. So far I don't have any evidence that it's a mimic. We will be able to rule out spirit and demon. If you wanted to test better for a pole, you could obviously make like kind of a Polty pile here. I do have some stuff here though, so let's see what it does. I don't think it's a poltergeist because it doesn't seem to be messing with my trash much, but I'm going to go ahead this time and smudge it. So, and then I will set a timer here, and we'll be able to rule out now those other two. Spirit and Demon, again, you could test for, I want to pay attention to the blinking. It's pretty normal, doesn't it? I would say that I don't think it's an Oni. Not a Hantu. I don't have any evidence that it's the twins. When they're moving 150, you can usually tell pretty easily that it is a fast twin. And this, to me, seem to be kind of the same speed. We'll listen a little bit more, but for now I'm going to cross that off. I could also grab a parabolic mic, if I wanted to take a little bit more time, but I'm mainly wanting to show kind of how to do this. So I might not get the ghost right. It's fine. We're just kind of doing this to show the trick and show that you could rule out a lot of ghosts, test it out. I don't get the sense that this is a myling. To me, it does not seem to be acting like a myling, but I'll keep kind of looking here. Now we're pretty much reaching past the time where it's going to be a demon. I'm going to go ahead and cross it off. I don't think it's going to be a demon. So a Ure is going to be one of those that would be really tricky in here. So, what you want, if you wanted, what you could do is you also use this. I'm not going to do that, but you could also use this as a way of just one by one crossing ghosts off and then trying to find the ghost room and, exploring a little bit more things like ruling out if it's a shade, that kind of thing, but ruling out a non-Rio. You definitely need to kind of be near the ghost room in order to do that. So, it still seems to be the same speed. I'm going to go ahead and say it's not a mimic either because it seems to be doing pretty much the same stuff. It's not a spirit because of how long it took to hunt. So, we're kind of between these ghosts here. It could be a Jinn or a Goryo. We're kind of between ghosts that I kind of don't think it's a mare, just because of how aggressive it was not aggressive it was in the dark. It seemed like it took a little bit for it to hunt, but there's no way to know that for sure. The only way to kind of rule out a mare here is to kind of wander around and see if it flips a light switch on. That's pretty chancy. But I am debating on whether or not I just actually try to figure out where this ghost is literally coming from. I'm going to go ahead and take off here. So let's just take a stab at it and see what ghost, we can guess. Again, this one is a little less about getting the right ghost. I could, if I wanted to, try to find the ghost, and maybe sometime I'll do that where I'll just actually try to find the ghost room, because see, I also have that crucifix objective. The only way I'm going to really get that is if I could find where the ghost actually is. I think the ghost is spawning from somewhere nearby because it does not seem to, it seems to hear me pretty easily. It doesn't seem to have a, hard time kind of getting to the front there. So it's not from too far away. I don't think so. And it's also definitely upstairs somewhere. Anyway, it's not the total point of this. So let's say it is let's just say it's a non-Rio. I don't know. It probably isn't. So another thing I'll say about this is you could do this essentially on, like, if you were going to do custom settings, you could add an evidence. You could basically do something that's like an insanity plus. You could do a nightmare plus. Any real setting, you could do this so that you could figure out what ghost it is. You might be able to get a little more evidence that way. Get fingerprints, when it touches the door, for example, in the room when it comes to you. But yeah, that is the little armoire trick here in Sunny Meadows. and you can use the monkey paw to your advantage. One other option in the settings, if you wanted to try to get a little bit more, is to not rig the cursed objects, make them go at random so that you have the possibility of getting the monkey paw at random. So that's one other possibility, but let's see if my guess works. It's probably wrong, but who cares? It was the choreo. Um, that did cross my mind because it seemed to be going the same path. But anyway, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. So if I did get it right, though, this would have been set at 50. And, that would be a pretty nice chunk of change. And that, it would have given us also a bonus on top of it, but it's fine. Now you kind of see that you can do that if you're wanting to do just something a little bit different to try to just see if you don't want to take so much time. You can go in, set up, let the ghost hunt. If it's not an easy to identify one, you can leave. I don't really like playing like that. I like exploring a little bit more. Just I don't know. It just isn't that fun for me to just kind of go into a place and then leave right away. But anyway, it's something that you can do to kind of explore, or it's something you can do to kind of just get a little novelty, try something a little bit different, impress your friends, whatever. All right. Well, I hope you liked that video, and if you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button. I hope you can subscribe to my channel to see what other walkthroughs and tips I can give you, and please come back and watch future videos. Thank you.